pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off the play fake, Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2nd and 10. Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that is incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Barrett on play action. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good position. It's picked up. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 5-3, their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 17, Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Chris Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 7, Barrett. That's out to Chubb, complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Barrett looks to throw on first. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Barrett will look to pass it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll give it to Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Out to his left.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taken from just outside the 30.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. To throw is Barrett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Throwing here, Barrett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up inside the 5. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's second and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they start their own 24-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 27, Hurts flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. And they can't bring him down. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
It got his man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1.
Double tight, guy, double tight. Everyone, go four down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 26, check 26.
Sanders again, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now Barrett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw Barrett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Barrett. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now Barrett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Barrett. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Looking to throw. Barrett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 90 is a mile. Here we go. 90 is a mile. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. 90.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They go play action with Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
On 1st and 10, Barrett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big connection on that one. 45 yards.